We went to some like castle-y area. We like shot up a bunch of dudes, got into the castle, and then there was a bunch of like dead or dying people that had influenced or had some sort of connection to the other players that I didn't really know because I didn't play the previous ones. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
So
there
yeah,
were.
so they were basically like almost every single NPC that the players had run across since the beginning of this mission arc.
Mhm.
Um, they found dead. Is the takeaway from that. Sparky there, still moved in.
And I think it was implied that like somebody was doing this on purpose. Somebody or something. So
Yep. All right. So whenever you want, Jordan, I'm just going to give a recap and a little background.
Oh, I already started. It's recording.
Oh, good. Awesome. So, leaving from Rathalay, the team had surrendered to the Night Sisters, and though they had rescued Octavian Grant, they now were all prisoner, effectively. And as they were departing, Blaine convinced their captors to allow them to send off a message to Katira because they want something that's on her ship. And Blaine did, but at the end, he tried to feed in a little, hey, bring help, in Mandalorian.
I think I sounded more
On,
masculine than that.
yeah. I don't know. He was a little terrified. Um, Receiving that message was Katira, Callen, and their new acquaintance, Rem, Chanceux. Chanceux, is that how I pronounce that?
I think it's Chanceux.
Sure. And Katira had reviewed the message kind of later at night, and then had a little back and forth with Callen, where they decided that they would go to Cloud City, pick up the equipment for everybody, and then depart for Dathomir with Wampa flying the Jinx Star with Callen and Rem, and Katira flying the Crucible ahead of them, and come in cloaked behind, and that's how everybody kind of ended up on Dathomir. Um, at the time, or well, while the group was landing on Dathomir, before that, Katira landed on Dathomir, and she landed a little ways away at a burial mound, and waited in the heat of the day. Everybody else landed closer to nightfall. While the group was talking and figuring out what they were going to do with their random prisoners, or not do with their random prisoners, and then getting into a firefight, Katira was having a conversation with her sister. They more or less disagreed on a lot of things, and as the group was entering into this temple that they found themselves in at the end of that kind of mission arc, you heard the roar of a rancor in the distance, a ways away. And as you were making your way through and fighting zombies and doing all these other things, Kylia was coming back on this rancor, which is what everybody discovers as they come out to the front of the temple again. You have Drew. Ella has escaped ostensibly, and you come out to see a giant, huge. I mean, massive. This is large for a rancor. Rancor with a Night Sister riding on top of it, and a limp, um, just not moving, completely limp. Katira in one claw. I forgot to add Callen and Katira. One of the things that Callen convinced Katira was to bring XX with her. She had a brief conversation with XX and with JX-9, the droid brain on her ship before landing, and yeah, that's kind of the final details within there. And so you guys walk out and you see a giant rancor with someone riding on top of it. Seeing you, she will basically say, "So it's true then. She wants to leave me again. She can share your fate." And the rancor will throw her body across the space. This map's too big. It's not too big to do this mission, but I know you have it just tumbles kind of across the bridge and comes to a rest closer to your feet, bloodied
Could
and
Blaine
battered.
Catch her?
Yeah. Roll. I guess it'd be like an athletics
Or
with
jetpacks?
or an acrobatics. Yeah, so you can roll your jetpack and then roll an acrobatics to see how well you catch her. Jetpack it's pretty straightforward to use your jetpack. It's just combining that with really it's more of an acrobatics to try and how you want to catch her in midair.
Uh-oh. Acrobatics would be fun.
The full force of another human body, even though she's not a huge person, she is wearing armor, probably I don't know, 90 pounds or so with all the armor on, slams into you and you just tumble into the ground. But you caught her.
Drew is right.
She is.
That is a deep cut
She is.
from when Katira and Drew were talking about their weights.
She is barely conscious, and all she says is, "Callen, just tell XX to do it."
Do it, like take care of you.
And she's gonna go unconscious.
Hey,
And just gonna
Jowkazza, we might need a medic over
running.
here.
On the way.
Just taking along.
Hello.
Hey, fancy meeting you here.
Stealing got us into this. It can get us out.
We established last time that you like to sing that Northwest Passage while you
That's right.
perform the medicine.
It's like the Northwest Passage. Alright. Katira needs medical attention. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Kind of battered.
You're breaking up.
And like that really hurt.
Is he breaking up for everybody else, or is it just me?
Yeah, breaking up a little bit.
What did you say?
I asked. I mean, sorry. Yes, he wants you to. Maybe he just. It really hurt to.
Oh,
Am I cutting out?
I I don't think per voice box is working. Let me see if I have a cream for that. Oh wait, I should have.
Voice in the box. There it is.
+2 for diagnosing. Well, whatever. I'm gonna add. Hey, look at that. All right, 25 to diagnose. What's wrong with Katir?
She's hurt real bad.
She was thrown by a rancor.
Yes. Doesn't have enough bandwidth.
It definitely is in to her, and what looks like other impacts as well as our support in this game is eating profusely from
Oh man.
sleeping as much.
Literally,
That
the
is-
only thing I got out of that was bleeding profusely, or it's really.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm assuming the bleeding was preceding the profusely.
Yeah, sorry, David.
Yeah,
It's really choppy.
Yeah, I can't really
Is that
understand
better?
you.
So
Is this
your
better?
iPhone say
No, maybe.
rapidly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's better. You're just more quiet.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I think it's because my stupid phone's not working. What did I do here?
Going you with the cell phones.
You got the rapid response update. You need to turn off your phone.
No, I don't know
There's
how to
you
get out of this.
security for rapid response updates.
I'm going to administer emergency advanced medicine stat.
Okay, so Kira is she has blunt force damage from the throw, but there is other blunt force damage to her. She has scorch marks from that are similar to, but not quite the same as you would see from a lightsaber. You've seen once or twice from the things that Jimmy's done, particularly on your way out of here. And she obviously she is bleeding in places, but a lot of it dried up, caked, muddied, just a mess. 26.
I'm gonna kneel down and I'm administering the medicine. And as I do that, don't worry, Katira. If your medical bills exceed $30,000, we can get you a bunch of money back on your taxes.
You recognize with the first aid roll, metagame wise that she was mortally wounded, and that 26 will take her to incapacitated.
So she's stable.
Yes.
All right. She's stable, everybody. She's gonna be okay.
And so you caught did you catch what she said when I don't know how much my mic was cutting out then.
We caught basically nothing.
Oh, as she kind of rolled up to the ground with Blaine, all she said was, "Callen, tell XX to do it." And before she went unconscious. And that's it. You guys tell me what you want to do.
I'm waiting for XX to just lock and load his blaster and put a bandana on.
Yeah, but does XX mean like go into like complete freak out dream mode for everyone? Like, are we gonna like ride an acid trip rancor?
What if we go into the rancor's dream?
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's a bad idea. But it's interesting though, right?
I did find out rancors are semi sentient creatures.
There is, using the old D6 rules, you actually create a rancor player character with 4 skills.
Oh man.
We all rolled the wrong characters, and
Yeah.
don't Ian. We see you walking away.
Oh, he's getting out.
Hey, could someone? We, I really want to shoot him before he goes
No.
too far.
Shoot him in the leg.
He's gonna run into the woods.
Well, that's a fate worse than death.
Basically, just past you guys.
Oh wait. Here's the thing. Doesn't he have an override to 8D88? No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He might.
Mhm.
If he escapes.
Jamie's watching the ship, so unless he's going to go around deep with the ship, although the ship's barely repaired at this rate.
The ship is however many yards, like probably like 300 or 400 yards behind the rancor. Yeah.
Could you send a message to Sparky?
No, I already did. It's like, don't let Ian escape.
Okay, good.
We were till our last game, so I was chasing Ian, that would led to Jawa and Jamie being surrounded by zombies. A horde of Dathomir raised zombies. And yeah, he escaped. And I kept saying, wait, I just want to talk. He's like, I don't have time to talk.
Well,
So yeah, he
lock the ship. Don't let him in, and then don't let him near 8T88. Or tell Sparky to watch out for 8T88. Okay.
yeah, I can send him come over again. Yeah.
Callen, what's this? What's the XX project?
I think the last time I talked to Katira, I asked him to take XX so that if Katira if Katira thought she was gonna go under heavy fire during her raid, that XX would kind of just give her like a euphoric state, so she wouldn't feel pain when she died.
Pass peacefully into the next life.
Ooh.
No. XX would just figure it out.
I thought this would be more of a Hail Mary that would save us from having to fight this Rancor, not sort of easing Katira into the afterlife.
The rancor is slow approaching. What do you want to do?
Well, guys, it's been fun, but I think I'm going to fly away.
Rusty tells Thrusty, "Hey, can you just go over there next to the Rancor for a second?"
Oh yeah, you brought Thrusty out with you too, huh? I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's gonna be bitching it.
Is this a bridge right here?
It is so there is kind of a giant crevasse canyon. You guys are in the Highland Mountains, and there's a huge kind of chasm separating your side from that side with an earthen bridge across it.
We have
Oh, and one thing for Jordan and for you, Powan, when you guys were running out through the building, they brought back all these undead, but there were dead bodies in the main like entry foyer, and everybody else kind of realized as they walked out, or Jawa, at least when he walked out, saw the rancor, that all the bodies in the foyer were believed that were fed to the rancor. So the bridge is large enough to support that beast, is in short.
Okay.
Hey, what kind of grenades do we have on us, people? I know I have a thermal detonator. Maybe. That I took from Mathelay. But I don't know if I got it back.
I got grenades and mines.
If you have anything, you guys were able to obtain everything you had lost and have your original equipment back.
All right, I say we
Here,
blow this
look here.
bridge.
I have 3 smoke grenades.
Let's
Don't think that's
hide that
helpful.
bridge from vision.
Can Rusty use demolition to kind of like look for weak points in the bridge?
I'm going to grab Katira and carry her back
Oh, yeah.
away from the bridge.
Hey, Rusty, take a look at this bridge and see what supports it has down here. I can even fly down there and try to destroy the bridge.
How far can rancors jump?
Oh, I feel really uncomfortable getting close. Oh man! Oh, I do have a mouse droid. That's not gonna do
I mean, it might be able to just jump over this anyway. But where's it gonna stand if we destroy the bridge?
On top of our heads.
I mean,
Well, if we
could just
detonate it while it's on the bridge, it can't jump.
Yeah, we could just slowly go off to the sides.
I
Jawa
say
Jimmy gets the hint.
let's blow the bridge.
Blow the bridge.
Blow the bridge.
And Rusty, check for any points.
It's a pretty solid. I mean, it's an earthen bridge across there, but it's a decent thickness. It can support the weight of rancor. It's not small, but I don't know what you got. If you knew how to place demolitions charges on it or something.
Don't we have doesn't somebody have oh, that was Boda, huh? Anyway.
Every time into this person, Voda seems to go catatonic. It's almost like he's terrified.
If anyone should be afraid of this rancor, it's me. But I guess I'm actually more scared of Jimmy around the rancor.
Jimmy and Rusty have faced rancors before.
Hey, roll your demolitions, baby.
I was asking.
I feel like it just moved closer. Did it just move closer?
It is.
Yeah, it's
It absolutely moved closer.
Roll your
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
You guys sit here for forever. You know, like everybody can stare at it for so long.
I was trying to get an answer whether or not I could roll it.
You can roll whatever you want. You tell me what you
All
want
right,
to do.
I'm rolling demolitions. Rusty gets a 19. Ooh, but that's special.
What are you
Sorry.
using? What demolitions are you using?
Demolition for like to look for a weak point in the bridge. Is that not technical? You can't do that.
Okay.
I rolled it.
I mean,
19.
you figure it's if you had some time, you might be able to set some charges. It would be effective at blowing it out, but how quickly things are approaching, you either need to be the only one doing this, or like somebody needs to get you underneath the bridge if you're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't think that you're going to be able to do much from the top.
All right, running back to Blaine because he's got the pocket.
Crap. I wish we could.
I can't. You're gonna have to put the explosives underneath the bridge, man.
Okay.
Not gonna do it
Okay,
from the top.
give me the explosives. Give me the explosives. He gives the explosives.
Climb.
I have climbing
Oh,
claws.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jump under the bridge or try to do something like that.
Hey, I'll do one side, you do the other.
What do you want me to roll? I've got climbing claws +2 climbing skill when using claws. And I'm gonna use.
If you're trying to climb down under the bridge to lay a demolitions charge, you'd have to roll your climbing for that. Go ahead. First roll me your perception first. So that way.
Okay. All right, perception done.
Okay. You looking over the edge know that if you fall, it's a good chance that that's the last thing you'll do. So you can roll your climbing.
Climbing is strength, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Do we want to check? Okay. Uh, 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 uh,
Uh,
31.
okay. You managed to climb down underneath. There's the intent is fairly simple, and then it becomes, I don't know how else to put it other than inverted. Like like if you were just hanging there, your feet would be hanging down. You have to like swing your feet in and kind of it's almost like your center of gravity is backwards. Does that make sense? Like you're hanging underneath it.
Okay.
It is more narrow on the underside of this than it is on the overside, so it is not an easy climb.
Okay.
But you managed to find the right footholds, claw holds, and get yourself down underneath.
You want me to
Um,
roll technical or something to place the charges, or what do you want me to do?
Overhead, well, it takes you a second to do that. Overhead, a out of nowhere, almost a just a mass of storm clouds seem to gather, and it begins to first gently rain and then just begin to downpour and thunder in the area.
Okay.
Um,
I'm trying to super quick put these charges down and then climb back up.
okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, I'd like to. I think we should just start firing at. I mean, rancors kind of move slow, right? It's
Let's-
Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah, should we just start maybe just
Buy
start
some time.
firing at her?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe
Slowly-
firing at her. I don't
you
want to
can sort of-
antagonize the Rancor.
Was slowly approaching to close off. You are now stuck here, basically. You got to pass that rancor to get out of here, basically. At this point, is what it seems like. Okay, Blaine, were you going underneath the bridge? Did you want to do that or just Jowkazza?
No, if Rusty, yeah, no, I think I'm okay uh, if Rusty and Jowkazza, it seems like they got it.
Are you wait? Is Rusty climbing down?
Hey, no, Rusty. I'm just assuming Rusty was like had figured, or at least told Jowkazza where to lay the charges. Is this a little bit of like a bump here?
Did he? Yeah.
All right.
Can I like?
Jowkazza, go ahead and roll your technical for demolitions to see what you can place.
Okay. And then I want to climb under the bridge. After I place the charge, I want to climb under the bridge and get to the other side and come up behind it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Let me measure here. So it'll take you. We'll say it'll take a turn to place a charge, and then it'll take 2 turns to get across climbing a distance of 10 meters there. 1 second.
All right. In the middle of the climbing, can I pop my head up to like shout at it?
Sorry, say that again. You want to pop your head up for what?
Can I like try to distract it, like from underneath the bridge?
Like some sort of troll?
Hey, nerf herder.
Let's.
The bridge is
That'll
gonna
be.
blow, man.
Everybody else takes a turn. Tell me what you want to do. Let's. How about this? Let's roll initiative since now we're getting to everybody wanting to do slightly different things or things.
What is initiative? Where do I see that?
It's perception.
Perception. Okay.
9 for me.
Callen, what's your dexterity?
Callen's dexterity is 3 plus 2. 3. 3d plus 2.
Okay. We got Callen at 17. Did you roll for Rusty?
Yeah, rest is at 11.
Okay. Then Ram at 15.
Yep.
Then Rusty. Then 9 is Blaine.
Yep.
Then Jowkazza. Or then Jimmy, then Jowkazza.
Where is XX?
Alright, it's
Just about
Callen's
to ask
turn.
that. So, do I have XX or does Katira have XX?
Well, you gave XX to Katira when you guys parted ways and different starships.
So I'm gonna look for XX on Katira.
Okay, go ahead and roll your search.
Feel kind of gross. I'll do it. 4.
And well, how about this? Do you want to do anything else this turn other than search?
I want to find XX so that I can see if I can like place it on Drew.
Hmm.
I want to see if I can maybe jumpstart or like see if XX can kind of communicate with Drew, because I feel like that was a big step for me to even we're able to communicate using the force with her, like how I was able to set. So I want to see if there's a way Drew can talk to the rancor.
Okay,
She does have
go ahead and roll your
peace
search.
languages.
12 for search.
You look all over Katira and you don't see XX anywhere.
Oh my.
Next is we'll do this. Let's see, how do I do this? What's spell of lightning? Where's that card at? Actually, she'll
Blaine, can you just give Rusty a ride so Rusty can just take pop shots at its head with my fists?
the third action. So
Sorry, my connection just cut out. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, we beat him. He's dead.
We won.
all right. Let's see. Let me do a quick measurement here. Blaine and Jowkazza, roll your perception.
I did roll my. You want me to roll it again?
Yeah.
And now it's 5. Gotten one more perception since the last time.
Good. Okay. Roll ahead. I don't know if you guys even need to roll your strength. This is you just have to roll more than 6 with your strength.
Uh-oh.
That's impossible for me not to do.
Yep. Blaine.
Let's see.
I mean, you have to roll really low to take damage. So okay.
Wait.
No
I
damage.
actually have 3D.
Okay, no damage, but you both have minus 1d just for the next round.
That's no problem. All I'm
As
doing is climbing under a branch.
there's just like a pulse of just pure anger surging out from the Dathomir witch on top of that rancor. The rancor will. Where's my card on that? Take a swipe at Blaine.
Yeah.
This is just brawling, which is a strength roll. Yeah.
I will do an opposed roll where I will try to rocket boot away.
As a like a okay, like your reaction dodge. Okay.
And I did one action already, so give me a second.
In your minus 1d.
Yep.
So I'll have to move to here to do that. So you pick a direction and move away.
I'm gonna land on top of this statue. How high is this actually?
It's actually the top of the statue is actually really high. It is probably a 20-foot tall carving into the face of the mountain.
Okay.
Of a Night Sister.
I don't have
the rain turns to hail, and there are rumblings in the clouds overhead.
Well, good. Rancors don't like hail.
And it
No,
is
they're famously allergic.
it is Rem's turn.
Nice. I'm gonna do the classic thing and shoot at. I'm gonna call her the witch. Is that?
Yeah.
An accurate thing to call her? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not a witch. I'm your wife.
So I've got 2 heavy blasters. Does that mean I roll to hit on both?
If you take it's two actions if you want to shoot with both, so it'd be at minus 1d for each, and you could shoot them. Yeah, shoot each.
Okay, so if I just shoot one, so it's minus 1d for if I'm trying to shoot both the blasters on both rolls.
If you're trying to shoot, your first blaster would be at your base roll, and then if you're taking a second shot, that's 2 actions, so each of them gets a minus 1d.
Okay.
You get 1 for free, and then everything after that is minus 1 to all your rolls.
Okay. Yeah, let me take a shot. Woof.
All right.
And I'm shooting at trying to hit the witch and not the giant rancor, but
yeah. She right in the rancor will manage to move out of the way. Whew. Barely. You rolled
right.
really poorly, and she did not.
Okay.
You only had 1-1, and the rest were all 4 or greater.
And then if I try one more time, I do 1d.
So is your blaster 8d?
Yes.
So if you were taking 2 shots, both shots would be 7d. So they both would.
Whoops.
But you can just take the second one at minus 1d. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to roll 7d twice. But... Ooh,
I mean,
right.
we could just
roll your damage.
Oh, nice. Okay. So this thing's twice. Shoot. Weapon. 5D. And it shoots twice. Does that mean I roll twice, or do you just multiply by 2?
Roll your damage 2 times.
Okay.
How was this? What's moderate? 11. Take that away. There. Oh, all right. What was your damage? 24. If you Oh, you have to use it. Sorry, I'm screwed up on here. I have to roll it
No
straight.
worries.
I'm just not used to using force powers as much. So what was your damage? It was 23?
23 and then 17.
So she is doing quick math in my head. 23 is pretty easy to take 3 from. So she is stunned by the first and nothing by the second. All right.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
This is what happens when
Nothing like the second one didn't even hurt her, or?
the second one was below her roll.
Oh, okay.
Because you rolled, yeah, it was a 17. Yeah. Okay. All right. Rusty.
Rusty's throwing a grenade,
Throwing a grenade where?
rolling it under the rancor.
Okay.
Rolling for rancors.
You're gonna have to kind of roll like. I know it's grenade is 6 for skill, but after that, I have no clue.
I'm gonna hear the. I will take notice of the sound of a grenade being thrown on a bridge right above me, and I will hold on very, very tightly.
So how are you throwing the grenade? Describe it to me.
And I'm going to roll it so that it goes. Well, I'll toss it low so that it's under. I want it underneath the core.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that. And
I'll throw in 2 character points.
all right.
So instead
As
of
you Oh, go ahead.
instead of a 6, I'll make it 8. That's okay.
All right.
Okay. So go ahead and roll it. Oh well, Callen's supposed
no.
to be Rusty.
All right. I mean that's gonna be to place it where you want it. What grenade are you throwing?
I just grenade. That's what's in my roster.
What's the biggest grenade you have?
Yeah, it would do whatever would be the biggest.
I don't know. I mean, it's Rusty. What's the biggest grenade Rusty's got? That's the question, right?
I got the monkey killer. I got the.
I don't think Rusty carries monkey killers anymore after last time.
I see under grenade it says 5D, 4D, 3D. Is that the different sizes?
That's the damage based on range, and in this case,
Gotcha.
you'd be at max damage, so you could roll 5D on that.
Well, your
Okay,
concussion grenade starts at 6D, so it's 1D more.
that. Rusty wants to hurt it. Let me say.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Go ahead and roll your damage, and Blaine, you're on deck. On a side note,
Damage,
you're up.
it's 6, correct?
Yep.
And then there's no special die, correct? Damage.
Right.
Correct. All right, here we go. All right, 16, 8 total.
While certainly unhappy, the rancor does not seem very fazed by the grenade exploding underneath it.
Does it like roar? Does it just kind of buy us a little bit more time?
Roll Rusty's perception as Blaine tells me what he wants to do.
And I'm gonna go into freak out Rusty mode. So I'm
And
rolling
with
40.
Blaine up, it's Jimmy on deck.
Respond with a 14.
Rusty, you recognize that the rancor turns its gaze to you.
Let's go, buddy. Come on.
It is Blaine's turn.
All right, I'm gonna do my I guess my third and fourth actions I'm just gonna shoot 2 shots at the Dathomir witch. So that'd be my total 4, so -3.
Roll your go ahead and roll your perception first for me. And you're also at -1d for everything for this side note. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm actually at -4 then for 4 actions. Because
yeah.
I'm being afflicted by something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if these hit. All right. Well, I guess I'll just shoot the once then. So I'll just be at -3. $27.
Go ahead and roll your strength for me. You recognize only because you've spent so much time with that she seems to have a sense of what you're planning to do before you do it, and then as you're firing your shot, you feel your body moved like against your own will to pull the blaster bolt off target.
I thought she was stunned.
Stun doesn't mean they can't take actions for the rest of the round. It means that they're at -1d for their rolls for that round and the next. Jimmy. And you're on deck.
You know if this is a bull or...
It's bull.
That's bull. Char.
Is it wrong, Jawa Jimmy still has his Omnibox instrument with him? If he wants to soothe the beast to try to calm it down.
All right.
Hey, if it was a Crate Dragon, you know the special Crate Dragon flute song. I felt ridiculous saying that out loud.
Is that for all Crate Dragons or just the one?
Just the one.
Just the one.
But I don't know, the others might appreciate the music.
Apparently I have a smoke generator with me as well. Sorry, Jess. I just saw my inventory and I'm like, yeah, Jawa Jimmy's got a gas grenade. Wait, he's got a smoke generator? And his Omnibox is with him? I'm like, oh man. Is Jawa Jimmy gonna distract a rancor while it's being shot? The answer is yes, he is. Jawa Jimmy's gonna play some music for everybody. That's what actors would want to have happen. So let's get this started. Jawa Jimmy's gonna play his music. try to calm the beast. And the witch is stalled. That's what we're doing tonight, gentlemen.
Hey, finally all that music pays off.
Jimmy's like, it's that time to shine, baby.
He puts his stage coat on.
At a high 14.
You know what? It sounds great, and then you start to you're just a little, you're off key. Everybody else notices it, but not you.
Is the witch distracted, or is she any way less angry?
She's more angry as a music fan.
She does not seem to pay much mind to the music playing. Although as you're playing, you're unsure if this is something that you did or not, but a low earthen wall comes up just in front of the witch, just enough that Rusty can't throw grenades underneath it. Or like easily. Oh, that's
Wait,
too
so
close.
now we have a like rock formation from her that she made a.
Yeah, like she made a I don't know, like a low barrier.
So she's
kind of.
Boomy now.
She's what?
Boomy from Avatar.
Yes.
Oh, I
yes.
thought you were just choosing to say the mummy.
Wait, so,
Weird.
I mean, isn't the rancor like a little far away from us? Doesn't it have to walk over the wall to get to us?
It's not so big that it's not like some insurmountable. Yeah, I would say that it is about. Wait, I've got to.
Definitely gonna trip.
It is certainly less than 3 feet tall. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
The rancor, meanwhile, is I believe like 10 to 15 is the normal rancor size. What did I put this one at? Oh, this rancor is about 7 to 8 meters tall, and this wall is less than 3 feet tall. So
would you say it's a knee-high wall or a chest-high wall?
I would say that it's a waist-high wall.
Not an option.
And it's Jowkazza's turn.
All right, I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna climb up on top of the bridge behind the guy.
You to get all the way to the other side of the bridge, like over.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just coming up in the middle because he's past me now.
Okay, so you're coming up basically right up next to the rancor.
Yep. Can I get up his back in the same turn, or no? Can I just get on top of the bridge?
You'll need to roll your climbing to get on top of the bridge, and you can move toward the rancor. And
all right. So here's what I'm trying to do, and I understand I probably can't do this in one turn.
She is about 21 feet up in the air on top of this thing. It's about 7 meters tall.
That's fine.
You're gonna have to crawl. A round is about 6 seconds. You got to spend that climbing out from under the bridge. You're not gonna be able to climb all the way up the rancor in that time as well.
That's fine, but just understand that I'm progressing towards the rancor with the intent of, in one motion, going up its back with the claws.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your climbing to get back up out of here. Okay. And Callen on deck, and yeah, okay. All right. You managed to get up onto the area. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to do? Like, you can't really climb onto the rancor or do any big action there, but you could. I mean, you could do something simple like take a shot, look for something, pick something up. I don't know, start to dial a phone number,
Pull out a musical instrument. So I will. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna roll my. No, I guess not. I'm gonna roll my perception just to see if it seems like they've noticed me coming up or not.
Ooh.
Okay.
Roll. So there'd be a search if you have search.
Okay. Cool.
That's
a better roll. Oh, still -1D though.
Yes. Actually, for you it'd be minus 2d because you are also on.
Well, you know what? Who cares? I'm not going to do anything different. I'm just going up this guy.
No, roll your die. Take a look.
No, I'm done.
Do it.
I'm done.
All right, you're not even gonna look. Got it. Check.
I'm not even going to look. I head down. It's one motion. I'm going
right.
up this jabroni. It's the last
It
thing
is, it is Callen's turn.
Callen panics and he's gonna grab Drew and he's trying to get out of it and ask if she can talk to the bee.
Okay.
Desperation. He's panicked.
There's not really much of a role for that. I mean, like it. Yeah. You can try and like slap her and roll your strength against Bruce.
Okay. Can I concentrate and use any like sense or? No, I probably can't do that because I have no clue how the force works.
You tell me what you give me a description of what you want to do, and we'll figure it out.
I'm trying to get a hold of Drew, both physically and mentally. The shaking isn't going to work, but I'm just scared. I'm trying to concentrate on her.
Okay, roll your sense.
That isn't a part of my.
It's 1d for Callen.
That sounds really high. I will roll 1d. Doesn't seem like I'm going to get anywhere on this.
And you're focused on Drew?
Yeah, like I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm definitely tunnel vision on Drew.
Rem, you're.
Oh, real great.
Callen's he's just in the panic, whatever it may be, just not sure. Can't quite figure anything out here. What's going on? What to do? Like, why did I stopped hanging out with these guys because of stuff like this.
Why did I trust in the Force? The Force is stupid. I hate the Force. Teenage addicts.
It'll be sorry. I have to write down some numbers real quick to make sure that I remember how many actions I'm taking. Useless for that. Sense. Third action. -2 for the third action. And okay. Rusty, you're gonna have to roll a brawling parry on this. And that'll be -3. I just have to roll 2 dice real quick.
Rusty's rolling at -3.
I'm at -3. Sorry.
Okay, got it.
Actually, just the front. And yeah, go ahead and roll your brawling parry.
Only one. Lots of one.
She leaps from atop the rancor, and a not a lightsaber, but like it's that smoke kind of coalesces into the form of a blade, and she swings down, and you just manage to dodge out of the way because we'll say tie goes to the player, and you got a 6 on your special too, and dodge the blow of this. I mean, it's a physical sword made of this green night witch smoke that just slammed down next to you. Meanwhile, the rancor will move. It can move all the way, huh? So it will just kind of move right up into everybody's space. Steps just kind of.
It's in my personal space, man.
Hey, so
Invading my personal space.
that waist high wall didn't slow it down, huh?
It just kicked right through it. I mean, that wall's 3 feet. Their anchor's 21 feet, right? I mean, come on, guys. What do we think here? It was just a boundary for grenades. It was just I could stop this if I wanted to. And I don't want to take a swing at Boda or Thrusty. Oh, you know what? Thrusty's right there, cowering, and looks a lot like Rusty. So let's. What do you think? How good do you think Thrusty is at dodging melee attacks?
Terrible. Oh, he's awful.
You know, like on a scale of let's say 1 to 6.
On a good day too.
All right, then roll
Like
me
his
2d6 for Thrusty, and then tell me how strong is Thrusty?
uh Rusty he's got a big build, so he's just not like out of the 6. If Rusty's a 6, I'd say Thrusty's a 5.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. We'll say his strength is d6. We'll make him real. Well, I mean, what's Rusty's strength? He's got to be a little less than Rusty then, right? Rusty's strength is
Strength.
3, so we'll say that
3.
we'll give him some armor and we'll say that he's 3d6. Then, do you know how strong a rancor is?
Sounds like, oh my gosh, sounds like Jowkazza is going to have to carry
25 minus 8 is
2 different
ooh.
parts of Rusty. Oh, this is looking bad.
Whoa.
A 10D.
Jowkazza, what's the cure for being chopped in half?
Yeah, can you destabilize the wound?
Bring it to me, Dathomir. Will my legs
He's
grow
like, which
back?
side?
Only I feel kind of bad because I just beat him by 17, which is just above the threshold. Thrusty is slammed with this rancor's claws and hurled against this side wall and slumps down to the ground, motionless.
Does
Well,
it stop
this is
Jimmy
not going
from
too well.
Does it stop Jimmy from playing? Like, does it startle Jimmy?
Nothing startles Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, go ahead and roll. You know, you tell me, Jimmy, are you distracted by the body flinging and slamming against the wall next to you? Or do you keep playing?
But let's roll if Jawa Jimmy's in the moment. Let's do evens. He's in the moment. Odds. He's not, and he stops. What do we got? He's in the moment. He keeps playing. He doesn't even take a stop. He just doesn't skip a beat. He's like, nah, just going full swing at this. Jawa Jimmy's in the moment. He's having a moment. Even out of tune during this crisis, he's just jamming away. Nothing, and I mean nothing's gonna stop this Omnipox monster.
Rusty yells in rage from being thrown. He yells, "Hey, no one hits our Omi Box player!" Priorities.
Your brother is motionless against the wall. I mean, completely
Hey, what's up, sweet?
still. It is Rem with Rusty on deck.
Ooh. How far can I move again?
You can roll. You can move 10 meters per turn.
Okay, and then moving past, can I like go through this thing's legs? Is that like, or does it get like an opportunity attack?
There's no opportunity attacks in D6, so it's big enough that you could ostensibly kind of run. I mean, you know, 7 meters tall. I'd say that there's enough space that you could probably like dive through or slide through or you know, sprint through underneath it.
Yeah, so I would like to get to the other side and then take a shot at the witch from the behind it,
Okay.
if possible.
So roll. So you can move 10.
Is that 2 squares or?
10 squares.
Oh, really?
I set this map to 1 square is 1 meter. So
All right, I guess let's move over here, and then shoot my shot.
roll. Okay, give me your perception really quick.
Sure, let me do that. What is my perception? I don't know if I'm very perceptive.
Oh, her turn's over.
1 plus 2. Oh.
All right, go ahead and roll your roll to hit.
Okay. And then this is not penalized because I moved or anything, right?
Nope. Yeah, movement's free.
Okay. Can I take 2 shots again and then do it at 1d down on each one, or?
Yeah, you can take as many actions as you want in a turn. Just the first action's free, and then every action after that causes everything to go down by 1 die. So if you take 5 actions,
Oh, okay.
4 dice.
I see what you were saying. So that's shot 1. Should I just shoot shot 2 now too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. How many times did I hit both or just 1?
You both.
Okay. I'm basically rolling 4 times
To dodge.
because of the double shots.
Yeah, she didn't. She did not move to stop, or to dodge that.
Okay. Damn, that last one's bad.
Jordan, you tell me, is absorb dissipate energy a separate roll for every single thing absorbed?
Yeah, that's how you beat.
It's a separate action for it, right?
Yeah, that's how you beat Darth Null.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure that I understand how it works before I go to use it on this one. So she will. This. Ooh. 24, 19, 21.
Oh, did she absorb
21.
all of it?
Those are her strength rolls. So she 24, 19, 20, 21. So she beat all your rolls.
Oh my god, are you serious? She takes no damage?
She takes
It's
no damage.
crazy.
And and she seems tougher now than she did before she jumped off the rancor. Which who's next? Well, Rusty and then Blaine. Blaine would recognize again that he's seen Genos in combat, and that when he starts to delve into the force, it gets harder to hurt him and harder to hit him in that aspect. I'm just waiting to see what people do. This is interesting.
Well, now it's the start of a new round, right?
So it's the start of a new round. It's Rusty, then Blaine.
Hey, well, if it's that easy to run away, let's
and-
all just run through the rancor and run away.
Wait, I didn't take a turn yet, unless my music jamming continued was part of my turn.
Your music jamming was your turn, right? That was your
Oh,
action?
okay.
Yeah, you're after Blaine and before Jowkazza.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
So
I can
Blaine,
run.
it's Rusty then Blaine.
I don't run
Rusty,
because
you've taken one action into brawling parry, basically.
got it, and I'm right in front of the witch, so I can't just run past. So I'm gonna try to beat the living snot out of the witch. A street fight. Okay. I'm gonna pull the witch, and so I'm gonna street fight it. 8 D -1, so 7. I'll do 2 character points.
Okay.
And regret this later. All right, so I'll be able to do fine. 23. Terrible.
1, 2, 3. This is okay.
Was that Callen or
Yes.
Rusty?
It's Rusty.
Got it.
Rusty could be dead here, guys.
She gets +2. This is the fourth action, but she gets +2 to the roll, so -2. She manages to avoid you. You do not land the blow.
Nice knowing you guys.
But that is another action. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next action will be the 5th. Yeah.
I thought we were at the top of the round.
We went Callen, who tried to shake Drew awake. Then Kylia jumped off, attacked Rusty. The Rancor killed Rusty. Then Rem shot twice, and then Rusty just attacked. And now it's Blaine's turn. No, Blaine, you wouldn't hear it. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, so it is or isn't the start of her next turn, because she'd be like at -5 or something.
So she didn't try to dodge Rem. She attacked Rusty, and she just blocked Rusty. So that's yes. You're in the middle of the turn.
Okay.
Cut her up.
I know how many actions she's taken. She's taken 2 actions plus whatever force power she has active. Put it that way.
Okay. Am I still at -1?
No, you're clear of that right this moment.
All right. So let's see. My heavy blaster has a rate of fire of 6. Let's see. Let's say I'll use 5 character points, and I will shoot her 6 times.
Right on.
So six actions is -5. So are you gonna spread it all across and get -4 to everything, or what are you doing with the 5
Oh
character
yeah,
points?
you're right. I didn't think. Let's see. Yes, be -4 to everything. So that'll put me at 7D. All right. First shot. Second shot. Third shot. Oh god. Fourth shot. Fifth shot. Sixth shot.
That's fine. Why don't bad guys ever use character points, guys? Do bad guys have character points?
No.
Will she try to do anything about that? What's the range from there? You're pretty darn close, yeah? Should be an easy shot.
Well, I'm on top of the statue, so I'm shooting down, I guess.
What's your short range, or what's your range on the heavy blaster? I mean, still, even if you figure 20 feet up, a squared plus b squared to c squared, 20.
It's 7 for small, 25 medium, 50 long.
This is where it gets super ridiculous. What 20 times 20 is 400 plus 49. And then what's the square root of that? 21. So what's your medium range? Or what's your range? Sorry.
7 short, 25 medium, 50 long.
You're in mid range. You're in mid range, which is all you have to break is 11 to 15. So all of them will hit, right? You didn't get anything under 15.
Did not.
Right. So all of them will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Worst for last.
15, 23, 16, 23, 25, 13.
Yeah.
So she's got 20, 22. Let me subtract that with one of them. 20. At least you're consistent. 19. Sorry. 20, 22, 20, 19. You do so many things at once.
I feel like Blaine's just standing on top of the statue and just quick draw shooting.
So 20, 15, 20 loses to your 23, 20 beats your 16, 19 loses 24, 22. So 2 stuns. 2 stuns and she is knocked to a knee. There you go. All right. What are the rules on stun? Man, you guys are really stunning people a lot. Suffering from as many stuns as strength dice. You're unconscious for 2d minutes. Okay. All right. All right. It is Jimmy's turn.
Whose turn is it?
Your turn.
Okay.
You're up. You, Jim, do it.
She's on her knees. Jimmy.
So while he's lost,
Use your ion gun, or whatever. I don't think it does. I don't think it does anything.
I don't think it does much on Dathomir, which
It's better than music.
it is better than music. Music did nothing except give Jawa Jamie feels. Jawa Jamie's gonna shoot the witch now. Finally, at a disadvantage.
All right.
Oh, you have your lightsaber. She's stunned.
I do.
I
Oh,
don't want to. I don't want to put anything in your head that could get you hurt. But
But your lightsaber wants to put something in your head.
it wants to put a lot of things in my head.
that's why Jimmy loves it.
He's force agnostic. After he used a force point. I'll use my heavy blaster and shoot the witch. Blasters is 60. Can I see? Hold on 1 second here. I can't for some reason see my dice rolls for some reason. From here.
You should be able to hit her from right there. He's not able to move. So, okay, roll your damage. And Jowkazza, you're up next.
Damage is.
I will say though, for Jowkazza, I don't think you can go as a Wookiee as easily under the legs of a rancor as a human. Aren't Wookiees like twice as tall as humans, or like 9 feet tall?
I think Jowkazza's short
Well,
for a Wookiee.
According to my character sheet, I'm only 6'6".
Really? You're really short for a Wookiee.
Yeah.
You're
That's why I
really
still use my childhood bow.
It's 66 plus 2 on that thing, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's what it says. Unless I'm mistaken, the Thunder has 60 plus 2 damage.
No, you're fine.
Katira gave him the Thunderer, so you should know. It fires once, remember?
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. It can only fire once. Well, no, you can fire more than once, but there's a chance of the barrel melting.
31 on 8 is 23. Okay. You hit her. She doesn't seem to die. Let's put it that way.
Can I
or what else? Go ahead.
Can I also head to Katira? And she got medical attention already, right? From
Yeah.
And just earlier, Callen was looking for XX on her and found nothing. Is she
Correct.
still unconscious, or is Katira now awake since the first med pack was given by Jowkazza?
She's unconscious but stable.
Okay. Damn. I was gonna see if can I search for XX around this area as well. Take a stab at this to see if we can find XX.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That was mentioned, right? That X was here.
Well, so Callen XX with Katira, and Katira said tell XX to do it.
Oh, so we don't even know where. Oh, then maybe a search doesn't make sense.
My turn?
Say again, Jowkazza?
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'll just go back to where I was.
Chris,
Yeah.
if you wanna go to Tyr and look for XX, you can roll a search. That's fine. Go ahead, Jowkazza or Jay. Jowkazza.
Yeah, I'll roll search. Why not?
All right, I'm gonna go up to the witch now. I have a couple questions. The witch is at the base. The witch is at the base of the rancor's feet.
Yeah.
And does the rancor look like it favors the witch? Like it won't attack her?
It looks like it. Yes, it looks like it is her faithful pet, for lack of a better term. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, and she's not super in it, right?
Not right at this moment, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to her, and I'm gonna take 2 actions. The first one, I'm gonna search, and I'm gonna try to find a trinket. Like, you remember at the other place, that one lady had that like glowing ring thing that was like giving her powers or some stupid thing like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a search, and I'm gonna see if I can find on her person or whatever something like that, and try to grab it.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll your search. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna do another action after this, which is to actually hit her. But so I'm taking this 1d down, but I'm gonna spend 2 character points so that I'm actually gonna be plus 1d on the search instead of -1. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm rifling through a woman's clothing.
As you approach to start with, because you're intentionally going to look for something. Jowkazza, when did you start with the group? Was it after Wampa or before? Were you on the mission with Wampa?
The first mission I was on was when we were going through the sewers finding those people. I don't remember any Wampas.
Was that before or after we went into somebody's dreams?
Before somebody's dreams? I didn't go into anybody else's dreams. I had my own dreams.
So you're okay. So you as you're approaching, as you're like running up towards her, you don't see anything running up toward, except for you see like in the small of her back, like right where you can't when you want to scratch your back, you see this starfish looking thing.
Okay.
It looks at you, and what do you want to continue to search her body? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with all that?
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I feel like I should do a preemptive willpower roll, and then I also to roll. I want to try to get that off of her.
Okay.
Violently, if possible, if
Okay.
necessary.
Okay.
So I could roll medical for that. I could roll just straight up brawling because I'm basically just, or roll something else. What do you want?
So, okay. So let me put it this way. That's what you see walking up to her. Do you continue to search for? It doesn't look quite the same as like the glowing, thing that Maxie had or Hella had. Did you want to use that roll to look for, like, search her body, knowing that thing is there? And did you want to do like a full search with your search roll, or what did you want to do here?
Yeah, I want to search still.
Okay, so you see this starfish thing on the small of her back, and you see like wrapped, embedded in like an arm wrap on either arm, a brightly glowing green gem, and then embedded in like her like breastplate armor, chest armor, another right on her chest.
Okay. Is it going to be 3 actions to take all 3 of those things off? or
So
attempt to at least.
I think so. Since a round is 6 seconds, I'd say that you could attempt to take one of any of those items off in one round. Yeah, let's put it that way. It'd
Okay.
take more than one round to take all of them off, right? Because you got to run up to her, and then you found it, and then you're kind of going quick. You just got to tell me what you want to take off, and yeah.
There's one of them that's on her arm. Two of
There's
them.
one on either arm.
I'll
The
take her arm
gun
off.
itself is inside the like on the mid forearm, and it's in like an arm wrap. Okay, so you want to? How do you want to take it off?
I'm just gonna pull her arm off.
You're gonna rip her arm off?
Yeah.
All right.
He's a
I'm
Wookiee.
gonna pull
check
it.
it out.
I'm gonna pull it off of her arm, and I'm not stopping if it doesn't come off. Let's just say that.
So I mean, it's in like. You tell me. Like, are you just gonna try and grab the gem and rip it out? Are you gonna try and claw it out? Are you gonna try and just grab her arm by the wrist and rip her arm off? What do you tell me how you want to do this?
I feel like if it's that way, I could grab both gems, one on each arm with one on each hand, and just try to rip them off.
I'll give you one. I'll say that you're gonna have to grab her arm to hold it, and then grab at the gem, and and rip it out.
I don't feel like I would, because if she's on the ground, I can put my foot on her back and then just pull both of their arms, both of the things off of her.
She's on one knee, not fully unresponsive. Like you're seeing this really quick.
All right.
She's not a freaking like a CPR dummy lying on the ground.
All right, what do you?
I'm just saying, depending on how you want to do it, right? Do you want basically like an attack with claws to try and shred the arm equipment so that it's easier to pull out? Do you just want to like grab it and rip?
No, I'm grabbing it and ripping. I'm not using my claws, but it is a violent motion. So I'll roll my brawling. Are you cool with that?
Let's roll your. It'll just be. We're just gonna be rolling your strength, because the brawling is whether or not you can get your hand there. You can get your hand there. It's just I'm just making modifications based on how you do it. If you want to rip her arm off, it's a lot harder than ripping off, just the piece of clothing she's wearing or whatever, right? That makes sense?
Sure.
Do you get any tax incentives for ripping a limb?
All right, whatever.
And then it'll be Callen's turn after this.
Callen doesn't know what to do.
18. All right. You managed to just completely rip this piece of clothing to shreds as you tear it off. And you have this glowing green gem. And if you want to do anything with it, basically, tell me now.
I'm going to roll a hide to hide it on my person.
Okay. Go ahead.
So what am I, minus 2d now?
Yeah, this is your third action. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 more character points to put standard roll. So that's 4 character points this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You feel, you stash it away. You can tell me where or imagine where you want to put it. It is Callen's turn.
It's hidden.
Callen's gonna shoot twice at the rancor's face with his automatic blaster pistol.
All right.
Hopefully that is just going to distract. 7. So if I do it twice, that's 6 each, right? Rolling 6. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or 2
And
times?
go ahead and roll your damage because you'll hit the rancor. It's a giant monster 5 feet from you, 10 feet from you.
Okay, so I don't have to roll. Just roll for damage.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, damage on that bad boy is. Don't seem to remember what my. It's not the Dathomir. Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding. Oh, there it is. Diplomat blaster. Okay. There's attack. Doesn't say the damage.
I would guess that it's 5d6, maybe a 4.
I'm just gonna say, I think it's 5 because the death hammer is more than that. Or the death hammer is 5. So, all right. So 2 shots. There's 1. There's 2. 14, 15. Nothing. I'm just making noise.
Okay, you shoot the rancor twice in the face, though. Anything else you want to do?
No. Again, I'm going to run. How heavy is Drew?
She's pretty light.
I'm gonna.
Katira wouldn't talk about Drew's weight ever, so I can't. Just base perception, no modifier as you're running.
I'm back. Slight
Awesome.
internet issue.
I'm gonna have you roll your perception in just a second, Jordan. Okay. When you see XX planted in the small of her back. Kylia's back. The witch. And with a 20, even on how many dice is that? 3? With the 20, I'll say that you remember that what Katira said to you in that moment. Said, tell XX to do it.
Yeah, can I tell XX? Still part of my turn. I can yell like, XX, do it, XX. Okay. There you are.
Oh, and this actually works out really well because Kylia's turn is right after yours. Oh man, I gotta take a look at her skills real quick. Sorry. As Callen yells this, Jowkazza, you're right behind her still, yeah? You see this little starfish thing kind of like, how does XX talk, Jordan?
He talks like a little kid, and he refers to Callen as his dad.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, that's literally XX.
And you hear this, as you hear Callen yell, "Do it!" You hear this starfish say, "Okay, Dad." And Rusty, Jimmy, Blaine, I mean Boda would see too. You guys all see like a demonstrable shift in the way that like this body is carried, as if there's just a complete like something just disappeared from her. And I gotta double check these things real quick because there's a difference between force powers and Dathomir spells, and I have to make sure that I know which ones are which. That one goes away.
XX is going to turn into a Dathomir witch.
That can be still and awareness.
There's we're back
And
before.
there's almost I gotta toss some cards too. Sorry, I use cards. I showed Jordan. I used a bunch of cards and I wrote down like the different things that I can do on them, so that I can quickly reference between them. Because if you've seen a bunch of force powers, they get really freaking weird, complicated, and all over the place. And I have some cards that are spells, Dathomir Witch, and some cards that are force powers, and it seems as if it's almost like you've seen this person talk, you've seen this like this echoing voice coming from them, and it's as if they're part of them just checked out, and for a second they begin to fall to the ground, and then their eyes just blaze out in green, and all there is that green ichor smoke coming from them. But for Rusty and Jowkazza, who are right there, you also like it feels like a diminished presence. Like, like when you're around this, like a bouncer, like, oh yeah, dude's freaking huge. It feels like the bouncer shrank down to the size of a normal person almost, in kind of how you gauge the threat. And now I can do way less stuff. So
Hey guys, I have to call it actually.
But you're next, man.
Okay, I guess I could take my turn.
Why don't you take your turn, Rem, and then go?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing, so I'm just try and shoot her twice. She's on the floor, right? So I'm hoping that makes her easier to hit.
She's down on one knee and slowly coming about.
Okay, so good time to shoot her, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot twice and ask questions later.
Shoot. That stays up.
Do I need to roll damage?
Yeah, you would roll damage.
Did both hit?
Yeah, she actually can't see you from there.
Nice. Okay.
And now she actually has no idea that you were about to shoot either, because that was a force power being used. And
Okay.
we'll do this. Stun. Nothing. Wound. Wounded twice and stunned. All right. She will be knocked back to the ground by a Rem's attack there. But yeah. So that's, yeah, you wounded her with that, because her everything just changed with between Jowkazza and Callen. Everything just shifted there.
Nice.
So she went from having 60 defense down to 3.
So was it a good thing to rip that little starfish thing off of her?
The
It is.
starfish is our friend.
It's a good. Yeah, the starfish is everybody's friend, but Jowkazza doesn't know that he's a friend
Yeah.
because he hasn't been around Callen that much.
That makes sense.
And I
All right,
appreciate
guys.
everybody.
I gotta call it. I hope I did enough to help.
I just
Oh,
let
Thanks.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, Pollen.
No problem.
The Jowkazza, you're gonna have to roll your brawling parry if you want. The rancor is gonna take a swipe at Jowkazza, and
All right. Is this the top of the order, or am I still down actions?
this is the top of the order.
All right.
And the rancor is gonna try and let's see if Jowkazza dodges it first.
Yeah, you think I can't dodge a rancor, man? Come on.
I don't know. You tell me.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure I've got something here.
This is a brawling parry.
I know. Yeah, I know. See. Plus 2 brawling parries to rancors.
Bonus.
So the rancor rolled a 31. And he actually is not gonna try to. Well, I mean, we'll say that there's an impact damage with it, but I'll figure that in a second. Blaine, the rancor throws Jowkazza at you.
Oh, perfect.
Hmm.
I cannot catch that 6'6" ball of fur.
I'm going to think very hard. Like, what are you doing, Rancor?
Maybe I can catch him. I don't know.
Does he hear me in my thoughts because I have a little green gem heading on me and now he's in love with me?
Go ahead, roll me on a side note. Roll your willpower without any. This is a side roll, so this isn't a skill for the round. Just roll your willpower really quick.
Okay. I got an 11.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure how that works.
How fast is Jowkazza flying at me? Can I try to catch Jowkazza?
Just dodge.
It's so. How far away is Jowkazza? Real quick, from that rancor's hand to you is 27 feet. He's flying 27 feet in the matter of 2 seconds.
No.
I don't know. That's pretty quick, right? 2-3 seconds.
I'm just dodging.
Okay, and Jowkazza, roll your strength for this will be physical damage. So whatever armor you have to protect against physical damage. And his dexterity is not very high to throw Jowkazza at you. In fact, I'll let you see that a rancor's dexterity is 4D, guys. There you go. So he barely misses Blaine with Jowkazza. Jowkazza, go ahead and roll your strength for the damage. I don't have dice that go that high. So I'll just say that throwing you, because he's not using his claws, it just takes strength. Like it's just a straight chucking you into something here. That was way lower. So at 76, you only rolled 22. I guess it's average. 10d6 is above average. 41 above average. So, Jowkazza, you're stunned, which means that you lose 1d6 for this round and the next round from everything that you're doing. And then the rancor will just move in forward to be in front of Kylia, so that it's kind of shielding her for the moment. And it is Rusty and then Blaine.
Okay, can I ask one question real quick?
Yes, sir. Ask whatever you want.
Do we still have those charges are still ready to blow under the bridge, right?
Yes. Did you roll me? Did you ever roll me to place the charge?
Yes, I rolled. I rolled my technical to place the charges.
And with what Rusty gave you, I presume. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're there. Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Rusty, I hope you know what you're doing, because I just put a bunch of explosives on a bridge we're all standing on.
No, they're in the middle. I thought well, no, shoot, yeah, we're dead.
Because you go to right there, and then actually roll me 1d10, Jowkazza. Okay, and then roll your strength again with just your base strength. And -5 because I don't get a special die for that. So you 15. So okay, you tumble. Blaine is up about 20 feet in the air where it threw you at. You actually hit and then fall down those 20 feet, but you don't actually take damage from it. So you're down on the ground, prone, right, kind of at the base of that statue there, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And it is Rusty, then Blaine, then Jimmy.
Can we visibly see the rancor's genitals?
No, it's
Do you want to
inside.
see them?
It's like armored.
Yeah, it's not aroused.
Hmm.
That would be a separate turn.
Like-
Persuasion flirt.
Callen, you wrong way. Just trying to look for a sweet spot to punch.
You found the sweetest spot in them all.
And,
You just want to go P-roll.
and I know, like, if Drew were away, would reluctantly tell us
To stop
where
looking at its
that
crotch.
spot is. I'm trying to make it go to sleep. I don't necessarily hurt the rancor. I want to, know that we're like meaner beast. I don't know what to do. All right, so the witches. I mean, now I guess it's the rancor, right? We gotta stop the rancor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Among other things, yeah.
It's not the worst idea to kill the witch. Finish her off.
Honestly, my thought was when you were going to go head toward her, Jay, you were going to throw her over the cliff where there's no return.
Well, I was thinking about doing that, but then it seemed like we should get these off her because she might be able to like levitate herself back up or something.
Yeah. Dathomir witch powers are ridiculous.
Well, if we can knock out the Dathomir witch, XX can start incepting her.
Oh, well, there's the answer. Gonna knock her out.
Just choke her
Yeah,
out.
if the rancor still active. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've never thought about putting her like in a sleeper hold.
All right, I'm back.
That should really be your signature move.
Yeah. With the rust on. Oh no, Rusty, where you going? All right, I'm gonna try to knock out our witch. Can I like put her in a sleeper hold, like using my G fighting? Rusty?
That will be a more difficult roll, but you could try and like get behind her and like choke her out. Yeah.
Yeah, because we gotta put her to sleep. Sense. Because XX will do his thing. So I'm going to and so that's Brawling Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing today? Oh, I'm just going to Street Fighter Witch. All right. Let's do it.
Boom.
Rolling 8D. Go to sleep. Oh, Rusty did 22.
Like a horse.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep, okay? Come on.
Sing your lullaby with the Rusty voice.
I'm the best. Rusty stinks.
Just don't get one on that special die, Russ.
Who's going to come and scare you in your sleep, little child?
Well, that wasn't a 1, that was a 3, right?
That's a 3.
Well, now you gotta roll damage.
Sleep damage.
I didn't know you would. Yeah, I was like, I just want to put her to sleep. I don't want to like punch her when she's got her eyes closed, man. I think damage 6. I'm just gonna go with that. That's what my notes say. No. All right, damage coming up, and I'm going to properly for good luck roll as Rusty 20.
Hey everyone, so my Discord crashed for like 2 minutes there. Last the recording and I got was Rusty was trying to do a sleeper hold and then rolled their sleeper damage. Could someone just give me a quick recap just so I can have it for the recording, just like a maybe sentence or two?
It seemed like Rusty had her in a sleeper hold, and it seemed like she should be kind of like going unconscious there, but her eyes kind of flare a stronger green, let's put it that way. And it's as if and you guys can get the sense for the people that know XX that there's multiple consciousnesses or there's multiple entities kind of inhabiting this body at this point, and that XX puts something to sleep that diminished them significantly, but there's something else that's keeping them awake that is separate from the physical, if that makes sense.
Those crystals.
And so then she said for the rancor, she told the rancor to kill them, and then Jimmy just took a shot, and now they just took more damage from that. And they go from there? Sorry, I'm just trying to. I just have to roll 2d here real quick. Okay, good. And there, this body is pretty beat to crap, but they are still moving, reminiscent almost of those corpses that were reanimated and chasing you about, like they were inhabited by another kind of like being or whatever that was propelling them forward with almost a feral motion there. And so it is Blaine's turn. Jimmy just shot him. Jimmy, go ahead and roll me 1d6.
Sure.
5 is like a leg, I want to say. Sound right?
Yeah.
Blaine?
I thought it was 5
That's
leg
all
or 5 chest.
No, 2 to 3 is chest.
Okay. All right, Blaine, it's your turn.
Okay. How much damage? Okay. Can I see the Rancor's mouth? Is the Rancor yelling at all?
The Rancor is enraged and it looks very aggressive at this moment.
Okay. Should I throw a thermal detonator in its mouth, everyone? I
Go
don't
for
remember
it.
the damage on this. But if I get
Thermal detonator at 0 ranges, I think 12d6, right?
could be.
Do it.
But if I
I think a
miss,
thermal is 12.
it's okay. It's 10d for those that are in 0 to 2, and then 8d.
So Jawa Jamie's gonna live.
But if it's inside the Rancor's mouth, you probably have like, it's
Action.
yeah, you have protection. So it's like I'm worried about getting Rusty hurt, but I think he'd be okay. Plus, it's what
Go ahead.
Rusty would want me to do.
What do you want to do? You just tell me what you want to do, and we'll just see what happens.
I'm really spending these character points. But I am not a very good grenade thrower. So I am going to use... I'm just not good at this. I'm much better. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to kiss the thermal detonator and say, "Hear me, baby. Fly true." I'm going to spend 2 character points and throw a thermal detonator into its mouth. Would it help if I flew near its mouth? Yeah, it probably would, but then he'd grab me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just really scared of it not going in and then accidentally killing Rusty.
I mean, you could possibly fly to get a better angle on it, because you're definitely at an angle.
Yeah, I just don't have a grenades as a skill. So I'm not I mean, how difficult does it seem for me to throw this grenade in?
It's the mouth of a rancor. It's, I don't know. How big's the rancor is 21 meters tall, or 7 meters tall, so 21 feet. So its head is probably like 3 to 4 feet. So its mouth is, like from where you're at, it's like a pitcher throwing a ball into a strike zone.
Oh no. Okay, so let's say moderate to difficult, maybe. So,
Yeah. That's fair, right? And then timing it with the rancor, its mouth being open in the moment.
Okay, I think I'm gonna. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna use my jetpack, or sorry, my rocket boots, fly over it, taunt it, and as it looks up, I'm gonna just try to throw it down to seriously reduce my difficulty. So I'd be like jetpacking and start like yelling and seeing if it looks up, dropping it, and then continuing to move on.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 actions, jetpacking, and then grenading. I will still use 2 character points to improve my grenade roll. So let me first roll my jetpack skill, or rocket boot skill. So at -1d for jetpacking.
Okay.
And then I'm going to yell, "Hey, ugly. Look at me. Rocket Man." And then hopefully it looks up. And then I will roll my grenades. Whoops. Thank you, wild 6. 20, and then hopefully land over on the other side of this bridge.
So a difficult is a 5 to 66. So I rolled within that to set the difficulty, and at 5d6 14, at 66 25, and then I figured, okay, so I'll roll. What's the difference between there? Figure out how we split it, and I rolled a 5, which puts it from which. So I took the base and I was like, okay, between 14 and 25, I'll roll a 1d10, add it to 14, and see where in the range we land. I rolled a 5, which puts the difficulty at 19.
Oh, yes. Tie goes to player. I really didn't want to kill Rusty. And it
Mixed
wouldn't
two
have happened if I hadn't got that wild die. The force was listening.
All right, go ahead and roll your thermal detonator damage. Holy cow! Did you just roll 40 on 10d6?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I rolled 23 on 7d6,
Yes.
which is a difference of
blew its
7.
head off.
Just one,
You
one
just-
above.
Blaine flies by, chucks a thermal grenade in this thing's mouth, and literally, as he's landing, turns to see the Rancor's head explode. Oh,
I'm really glad Drew's not awake for this.
Rusty, roll, or so Rusty, the Rancor body is right
Oh
on top.
no.
You
This was for Drew.
you can stay there or move. You tell me.
If it's
You let me do this. It would be very difficult to drag this body that is actively wrestling against you out from under the Rancor.
falling on both of us, so I'm gonna ditch the body and get out of there.
Okay. How much does the Rancor weigh?
Minus the head. Okay.
Okay. I just need to look up. They don't give weights on creatures, do they? I mean, it's just big. At 7 meters tall, it's a very large Rancor. It's a Rancor. You figure that. I mean, this is well over,
Well-
probably about closing in on a ton or more than a ton of weight.
What do you think? Like 2 elephants?
It's a big boy.
2.5.
It looks like the average mass is. Looks like they're saying it's 300 and something, 306. Sorry, 3,600 pounds.
Okay, so about 2 tons. 3,600
Yeah.
pounds. Convert me 3,600 pounds to kilograms. I don't know what that is.
Oh, sorry. Kilograms is 1.1650 kilograms.
Oh.
1,650 kilograms.
Okay.
The average mass.
1650. Okay. They need to try this then.
And you said that how high is this? How big is this one? How many meters or how many feet?
7 meters, so it's more than that probably, but it's
No, it's more than that, yeah.
Up to 10,000 kilograms is the same difficulty for this, and because Jowkazza pulled that gem off, they only have 46 instead of 66. 17. What's the threshold for very difficult? 21. So they attempt, but are successful at stopping the rancor from falling upon them. And according to telekinesis, something at 1,000 to 10,000 kilograms is 3D. Back, Jordan.
I'm back.
So the rancor blew up. Rusty ran out. She attempted to use telekinesis to shift the rancor away, but failed because she only had 4. So each of those gems in metagame gave her 2 worth of spell and or force capability. You had 3 of them for a total of +6 to any force skills or Dathomir witch spells.
Holy crap.
But when you put consciousness to sleep, she lost all of her force capabilities and was left with only the gems to animate her body. Left with 4d6 to try and use telekinesis here when pushed off of her to run away. The rancor falls on her, dealing 24 damage, which is really low for 96. But with no, without her force powers active to kind of increase her protection, she only has 3d6 defense, and so it beat her by 11, which is the threshold for incapacitated, and she was already a mortally wounded character, so she's dead.
Oh shit! What about XX?
I was gonna say, yeah.
The question: what is XX's strength?
Not much. She's just a little starfish.
Oh no.
I'm gonna look up XX.
Pardon
Where's
me,
XX's
so,
page at?
It's on the wiki.
But where on the wiki?
XX.
Oh, there it is. Okay. 0d + 2 strength.
Oh no.
So with her
XX
in the way,
is
let's go ahead and who wants? Do you want to roll it? I'll say Jordan or Chris. Do you guys want to roll her body in the way of 3d6 to XX's +2 strength?
Well, here's the thing. Did she roll on her side? Because XX is only on her back. Anyway, if you need to roll
for
something, CP needs to roll. I can't do it.
I can't kill XX.
yeah. Yeah, just tell me what I gotta roll.
3d6 + 2.
All right, Callen.
XX is currently unharmed. Can XX goes unconscious. He's incapacitated.
Did it.
And did you guys see this? This is why I was asking for the round counters. When you guys rolled your D10s and D20s, it set how long it would take for these guys to show up. Because in case you guys were going to die, and you guys rolled really well to get this particular, you see these 4 starfighters fly by overhead just after the rancor explodes and falls to the ground, and they just kind of bank off in either direction. Yeah.
About the mines underneath the bridge.
They're still there. Jimmy, you get a call from Sparky. What did you tell Sparky?
We told Sparky not to let Ion on, and that he betrayed us. Initially, that was what we said, or that was roughly the message we had last time. It was like, hey, what are you? First message was, hey, can you what's the status of the repair ship? Followed by a snarky comment by an astromech saying, I'm an astromech, not a repair droid. What do you expect how long it would take to repair a cruise ship of this size and nature when it was purposely sabotaged? We're working on it. Followed by Jimmy saying, hey, whatever you do, don't let Ion on. He's running away and betrayed us. So
So
to keep
you get a call from XX from Sparky that he couldn't stop Ion from boarding, but he didn't take the ship, and he left.
Wait,
with AT-88.
But he didn't take the ship. So he took. Dang it.
But did he take
Grant? Grant was with you guys. Or what, did you guys take him in there?
No, we left.
I don't know. Grant is still there. He didn't take Grant. No.
And he didn't take the ship.
It wasn't fully repaired. Yeah.
Because the ship was not in condition.
Operable.
And then behind you, this is a space transport size vessel lands, and a well-dressed, well, I mean, he's in a military uniform. Gentleman walks off, commenting that apparently you didn't need our help, but we're here to accept delivery of the Grand Admiral. Or, would they call him the Grand Admiral? I don't know what his rank was in the Tapani sector, but this is a Rem would recognize the crest on him as a House McKetty crest. Right? Is that her house?
Yeah.
And that this is a Tapani sector ship and Tapani military member or House defense member.
Okay. Well, sounds good. But first, we need to arrest this criminal.
Which of you is the criminal?
I'm signaling for Ian on the map.
Oh. You want us to track down a criminal?
Oh, wait, he was right here.
Well, I mean, that's where he could move to the edge of the map, and up to. He went down, ran past, got on board the ship, took 88 and left. Where he went to, I mean, you guys could, if you guys want to spend a mission hunting down Ian.
Maybe. Someone get word out to Wampa to watch out for Ian and gun him down in cold blood. I'll do that. I can talk to my ship, and Wampa's in there, so I'll tell Wampa to do that. And I'll remind her that I have that underslung blaster on the bottom of the ship. That if she sees AT-88 or Iron approaching the ship, just go ahead and shoot first and ask questions later.
So the rolls that you guys made initially were for who could show up, because I had a scenario for the Tapani, the Mandalorian, the Tapani, because Katia call them to say, hey, we've got a Grant, this is going to be, we, kind of potential support. The Mandalorians, because you spoke a Mandalorian to a ship that had a Mandalorian droid brain operating it, and it may be able to transmit off to those Mandalorians. And then a very low chance, but you rolled a 1 on that 1d20, that Elaine would have been really suspicious and had followed Katira specifically out here. And so you ended up with a Tapani based on those rolls, and they came. The Mandalorians could have shown up, but they were going to be way later. And then you actually rolled. Didn't you roll like really high? Wasn't like a 10 and a 1 where the difference is on those D10s or something?
It was 10 and 1.
So they showed up. Basically, it was the D10 divided by 2 rounds after you guys started combat was when they were going to show up. And so after that, like at the 5th round of combat, they were going to be showing up, but then you killed the rancor right at the end of it. So that's why you got the Tapani. And long story short, yeah. So okay, so Wampa will confirm receipt of it. She doesn't have any signs of anybody. She said she'll run sensors to see if she's got any life forms or droids approaching.
Or ships
Doesn't
taking
have any
off
signs.
in the nearby area.
Okay. If you look up overhead, there is actually no. They didn't bring a capital class ship. They just brought those 4 escorts and the space transport ship. This guy will identify himself as. I gotta write his name. I don't remember. He's the captain of the Pathfinder, which is a Tapani hyperspace route plotting ship. Blaine, with a pretty easy streetwise, would be able to basically know that allows them to send a ship off without it being conspicuous as to where they were going or what they were doing. Yeah. So
Maybe
what do you want?
maybe
How
this
do you
is
want
a
to do it?
good point to pause it, and we can pick it up and then figure out if we want to go after Ian or if we just want to do like an epilogue or something for like a very. I don't know. What do people think? I mean, I wouldn't even mind if we just did like. I feel like what I'd want to do next mission is ask the Tapani to uh, monitor for any vessels leaving the area. I'd want to do some cleanup and see if there's anybody we could rescue in the temple. And then I'd also want to we can give Grant because there's no way we're not at this point. And then take care of those loose ends, and then I guess get everyone else medical help and head back to Cloud City, because I think that just about wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't mind even doing like a, epilogue, figuring things out next mission.
What kind of epilogue?
I mean, even we just spend like, 30 minutes of making sure we capture Ian, or even if we don't, but figuring those out, helping the people, making small chat with the Tapani people, and then
Okay.
going back to Cloud City and reviving Katira and catching up with her. But we also still have the body of Kylia, so if she's incapacitated now, we could literally go into her dreams with XX.
So, well, when the rancor fell on her, she what?
Or is she dead?
So mortally wounded, and they were basically they were using a what is it, a spell of comfort, which is there's a corollary in force powers that allows them to act without the detriments to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so they were at a mortally wounded state, but able to act as if, without the negative dice to it. And Rancor fell for 11 damage, which breaks the incapacitated threshold and takes a mortally wounded character to killed.
Oh, she's
So her consciousness is dead. Now, I mean, those gems aren't meant to have a corpse. Jowkazza would have like whisperings in your head holding that gem. It's a possessed item. But without your ability to use the force, I don't think that it. Sorry, let me pull this open real quick. Oops. Each time a lightsider uses the device, they must make a willpower or control against ever increasing difficulty. So since you're not using a force power, it wouldn't actuate this. So Jowkazza, you wouldn't have to worry about that then. What other questions? Oh, yeah. I mean, I can answer. I can give you like a rough concept if you guys want to prep for it, or in general. When you guys were in that temple, you heard screams when the bodies first started to come to life, and you would find that the undead that were raised killed the All Alone and Big Tuna, who were the only other people still alive.
Damn it.
Thrusty is also dead now. Because that was what was that, like a 40 versus a, I don't even know what, but Thrusty was the rancor. And yeah, I mean, we could do on the Tapani on Searching Anywhere, and there is one loose end that you guys may want to.
Hella.
Basically, there's
Hella's still.
You could either kind of like an either or, because Hella vanished into the temple.
Now I get why they bombed this in the Clone Wars.
They brought a whole droid army and attacked it. Yeah, with General Grievous and everything.
I just finished that series. It was great.
You saw the resurrected bodies? That's what I was trying to think of when I was like, these things are chasing you throughout this thing.
I immediately knew what you were referring to after having watched it. I'm like, I get it. Those things are never going to end. Which is, I'm like, I need a force point. He's going to keep coming up until I actually murder them with the lightsaber. This is why I was terrified. I'm like, which is why when you're like, oh, it's Dathomir, the green magic, and I'm like, oh no, I actually know what that is. That's real bad. This is.
I'm not very good at. I feel like I one of my weaknesses is figuring out how to describe a scene, and yeah.
If you watch the clip you posted earlier, it was, I think, one of the channels. It's like, here, watch this scene. This is Dathomir witch magic, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what that is. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is terrifying.
Yeah, they just brought all those bodies to life. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So whatever works. We could do. You can do like a chit chat with the Tapani, turning over Grant.
Cool. Maybe.
And
so
kind of close out. Yeah.
I'll book us for 2 weeks from now. It's gonna take me extra long to get this video together because, I'm gonna have to stitch 2 or 3 of these together, but it will definitely be better than the one from like 2 missions ago where I think you can like hear me start to fall asleep, which is great. Horrible listening. But let's circle up in 2
Videos
weeks and
where
then
Ilya's snoring in the background.
what's that?
Like the videos where Ilya's snoring in the background.
Yeah, it sounds like that, but you hear like it's like I fall asleep and then I wake up and shout some like weird joke, and then you hear me start to fall back asleep. It's like I'm falling asleep just waiting for a chance to interrupt somebody else's turn. But anyway, not the best video, but I'll stitch this one together and have it up maybe next week. But yeah, let's do it in 2 weeks, and then maybe this would be kind of a cool thing to say. Hey, here's things that I want to do or I'm looking to do in this epilogue, and we can kind of post them there because maybe some people do want to chase down Hela, maybe some people are tired of it, but I would want to check and see if absolutely certain there's nobody still alive, and then hand Grant over. I don't know. Well, but we could post things and see what we want to do.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy with even like an extra long epilogue, and then just chatting and hanging out. I think that'd be a fun way to cap this.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we
That'd
get
be good.
our rewards
Agreed.
too.
We also got to get Sparky back his arms and legs.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Like
they're on
let's
cloud
do all of that.
Oh,
He has to set
so
up his
let me think here.
All right.
has to
I'm
set
gonna
up
stop
his
recording
brother's
then. Okay.
funeral.
We good?
Posterity for it, Jordan, for the recording. 4 character points each. A force point to Blaine for managing to kill the rancor before it killed Rusty and possibly me. I don't know, maybe Jowkazza. He's right there. And I think that's it off the top of my head. So if there's anything else, I'll take a look at it and see if there's anything else. But 1 force point to Blaine, 4 character points for everybody. I know the other one was a force point to Jowkazza, because there was a real chance, and I like I tossed out the hey XX, like Katira says, make XX to do it, right? It definitely had a major impact on her capabilities, but I didn't know if you would do it, and it took a while, right? The other thing that might have taken a while was actually applying medical aid to Katira, and there was a real chance that I was going to let my die on that mission because she was mortally wounded and the rank threw her. And so Jowkazza actually saved her life at the very beginning of the mission.
Oh, that's great.
Unwittingly. Which I appreciate because I it's always a gamble when you're like, but I wanted to have a real stake in it to a degree as well of like, hey, like she's gonna be messed up. She could really actually die here, even though I'm not playing. There should be a real impact there. So yeah, Jowkazza and Blaine and 4 character, or sorry, 4 points to Jowkazza and Blaine and 4 character points to everybody.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I got to get going. I think what I'm going to do is keep a list of all the things that I'd like to do, and maybe share some of that out, and then things like, hey, we want to, like Jimmy, you want to fix up Sparky, or hey, we might want to send somebody to Waypoint Station, just because if there's nobody there, maybe we can take Waypoint Station now. But things like that, I think it would be good to follow up on, and not that we necessarily have to start another mission cycle or anything. It would just be nice to sort of be back in our kind of places of power and being like, okay, let's fix Sparky now that we're not undercover. Let's send someone out to investigate something, and let's buy or fix things. Cool, but I gotta get going. Unless
All right.
has anything
Enjoy
else to say.
back, man. Jealous.
Have a great trip, man. Enjoy your time out there.
Oh, hey, so if you haven't yet completed that survey I sent out, please complete it soon, just so I know how many beds and rooms to get for Airbnb. But that's the last thing. I gotta go. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
And
Have a good one.
Yeah.
thanks, David.